What's up, guys? Brendan for Market Makers. Busy weekend. I just finished making my new Super Bubble video. I'll release that tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. It is a market holiday here. It is President's Day. Futures are trading. There's some key critical things happening in those marketplaces. I cover crypto as well. Watch that video. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video and that video. It's part of a series. And guys, the market's at a very critical spot. You know, we don't sugarcoat any TA here, but the January lows are crucial. Bitcoin has its January low here. I can show you this in the trend-based Fib as well. Let's go ahead and grab our previous all-time high to the market low to the current all-time high. This is the Navarro pattern, a pattern I've been sharing with you since November if you've been watching this channel. You can see our January low hit the 1 Fib, 32,973, within $40 of the 1 Fib. And of course, we have confluence here with Phi, the 1618, the golden ratio, with the perfect point D of the PRZ of the Navarro pattern, and that is at 10,630 if things turn super bearish. Be aware. I cover this with you guys. I tell you when it looks like we're going up, when it looks like we're going down. The markets, this is a critical test. If they test their January lows, when we have higher volume, which will be on Tuesday, if they test and hold their January lows, we could have some upside. If they lose their January lows, we have lost accumulation and we're going back down on the markdown. And your bias after losing the 1 Fib, there will be levels here, of course, where you can have support. We can look at that in the smaller time frames, but there will be levels where you have support, but your bias will be to continue down in a downtrend. March is a critical month coming up. Again, 45 angle and Gann, but even more so, you have the Fed meeting, and the Fed is supposedly going to do an interest hike. It could be a shock to the market if they come out with a 0.5 hike, and I would expect some sell-off. So we could see some more downward momentum happening in the markets. But let's look at what Fibs are showing us, okay? So Fibs, if we can lay this trend-based Fib out differently here on the weekly time frame, I'll go from the all-time high to that selling climax candle to the swing high here, and you can see the 618 at 34,914. It's just another way to look at your support and resistance levels, and of course your 1 Fib here in this case would be at 24,288. So same exact principle. You want to hold your 618 here, which is your January lows, and right now you're holding the 0.5 Fib. Okay, so this is good. Let's go ahead and look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame, again, looking at Wyckoff. We had a really nice micro trend Wyckoff setup going here. We had our selling climax candle, a nice sign of strength. We were able to get our higher low structure in place. When the market showed weakness, Bitcoin rolled, made a double top, and broke down, okay? It broke down, but it's holding support right now. It's holding above the 382 the way I have the trend-based Fib laid out here. I have it at the up thrust candle as the starting point. This is the December 28th candle, okay? Down to the swing low, back up to the swing high, and that's how I have that laid out. So you can see these different support levels, and of course you can see how perfectly the 0.5 Fib was used as support here in trend. Let's go ahead and look at a couple different indicators here on the daily time frame and just see if we're making any progress at all. Let's go ahead and look at Ichi, and we will check the 4-hour time frame next. So while this is loading, okay, so each year we're below the moving averages. We're doing exactly what I said that we could possibly do. And again, it's only been a couple of days. But if you see this, we're making this potential cut pattern. If we can hold this line here, hold the Fib levels, even down at the next Fib level, hold this line, come back around, I told you we could have some compression waves potentially, and hopefully make some progress breaking through this thin part of the resistance cloud. That is a target. So if we can get a bounce as a double bottom in these other indexes, revisiting these January lows, and Bitcoin could do the same. It could come back down, give us a double bottom type pattern here, and start moving back up and test that weak area of resistance. Something that is important to watch. Let's go ahead and check out our volatility indicators while we are here. See if the caterpillar is still bottling up for us. And zoom out a little bit, get some perspective here. So we are starting to funnel up still again, which can be a good and a bad thing. We want to have some progress here. Now, obviously, I showed you that cut pattern because Bitcoin does this, okay? It had the cut pattern here, and it moved up. It had the cut pattern here below the median line and moved up very nicely. So we need to get some volatility compression and get that momentum in the marketplace where we can move up if we want to make progress. I'm going to turn that off on the daily here. And let's look at our VAMA. Let's see if our volatility moving averages are above us or below us, or if we split them. So we're still split here on the daily. So this is good. This is much better than having them both on top of us. You know, the area that you need to watch on the daily, if we do get some more bullish momentum, whether we print some sideways candles and maybe get some pump candles, you need to watch that 233. Okay, obviously we do have our death cross. Let me turn that VAMA off. Obviously we do have our death cross that is a hallmark signifier of entering a bear market. But even when you do get a death cross, you can still get pumps. You can get nice legs up. So it's something to pay attention to, whether you hold spot or whether you are a trader. You need to look at this and look at the progress that you make with price. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame, as you can see here, we have a lot going on. We had our trading ranges here present differently because it is a 4-hour time frame. Here's our January lows down here. We exited nicely on that sign of strength, consolidated, moved up, started consolidating, got our shakeout candles. As you guys know, that's the 233. That's where I was saying that we longed, and as long as we held the 233, we would have a move up and we have a pump up. And of course we did pump up. Let me go ahead and measure that percentage move here. Price range, take the swing, take the down thrust candle here up to our up thrust. It was almost an 8% move up. And you guys got this watching these videos. I told you as long as we hold that, we're moving up. And then of course the market's dumped and Bitcoin dumped because of that. But we are making that same cut pattern again. Bitcoin loves to do these cut patterns and then start to make a handle. And to stay bullish, you got to hold that compression line, okay? And then you can move up. And here we obviously lost it, but you got the cut pattern on the 4-hour again. So again, if you can just hold this line, you could see a move up. And of course, that attempt would be a key area at the 233, which would be slightly descending as time passes by. You need to flip that. Okay, right now that 233 is at 41,717. I think Bitcoin may be kind of flat today. Or obviously it's at nighttime, maybe flat tomorrow. The market's open Tuesday with a higher volume. Be very interesting to watch. If we do get some bullish momentum in those markets, look for Bitcoin to hopefully get some bullish momentum and start tackling some of our targets. Let's go ahead and look at this on the indicators as well. So our ATR, are we descending? ATR is coming back down, as you can see, so this is good. You want ATR to flatline. You want to set yourself up for success. We did have this volume declination that we needed, but look at the relative volume. This is the volume out of trend, and this was that level change, okay, from the sell-off. This is a volume out of trend here, and that brought us down to that new lower level. But again, it could be worse. If you lose the January lows, it's going to get worse. Here, we need to consolidate and form our strength, okay? Accumulation's flat. Everything's pretty flat. We have our ALMA flipping over from bearish to slightly bullish, so that's good. But we need to see some momentum. We need to see buyers into the market. The whole market is buying and selling. So guys, if you like this type of TA, definitely smash the like button for me. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can see my market updates. I cover all the marketplaces for you. And definitely check out our Discord. It's in the video description. Come see why 6,000 people came to join us since last June. Really appreciate your guys' support. Thank you so much. I'll answer all your comments and questions in the video comment section. Have a great night, everybody, and have a fantastic Monday. For those of you in the U.S., enjoy your holiday. Talk soon, everybody.